Hello friends, I welcome you on BYJU'S Exam Prep, India's most comprehensive preparation platform for all the engineers. All the candidates who are joining me live, just quickly tell me whether my audio, visual quality, everything is clear so that we can proceed with the session. Friends, today's session is going to be very important and this session is going to be very short in duration because I am here today to tell you about the DRDO Scientist Recruitment 2022. The closing date is very near, it is 28th of June. So it is very important that you should be aware and you fill up the online application form and you should be aware with all the formalities, all the procedures so that you can give your best, and it is going to be a big opportunity because the number of vacancies are really good and I hope that you all are going to get success in this particular examination. So everybody who is joining me live, just quickly confirm your presence in the comment section and tell me whether my audio, visual quality, everything is clear, and just like the session, share it with your friends and colleagues who are preparing for GATE, engineering services and various other PSU examination, because this session is going to be important for their career. And today I'm going to talk about, once again I'm telling you that I'm going to talk about DRDO Scientist Recruitment 2022. So let us proceed. I will tell you a step-by-step procedure how you can avail the right information. You have to just go to the Google search engine and you have to type DRDO Recruitment. You will get the first response as the official website of DRDO. You have to click on that. If you open it, it will take you to the official website of DRDO, that is the Defense Research and Development Organization. You have to go to the career tab. In that you have to select the Scientist Recruitment. You have to select the Scientist Recruitment. Once you click on the Scientist Recruitment, you will be navigated to a new web page, that is RAC, that is the Recruitment and Assessment Center, that is a wing, a department of DRDO. Thank you so much, Mr. Gojo. Thank you so much. Now in this page, I am going to take you towards the advertisement, how you are going to view the advertisement and what are the important details. Let us try to understand. In this RAC website, you will be getting a tab, that is the, so friends, let us come back. So I was saying that there are three different departments in which the recruitment is available. One is DRDO, and DST and areas are going to be different departments or the wings of the same organization, that is DRDO. I will be telling you what is the exact procedure, how we are going to fill up the online application form and what are the important details, because in this particular recruitment, the candidates who are going to appear with the help of the GATE score, they have to appear for a written test, and this written test is going to be similar to a conventional examination like you see in case of engineering services mains examination. You have two papers. The similar pattern is being followed in DRDO also. The first thing I'm going to tell you that the online application closing date is 21 days from the activation of the link. I will tell you the exact date also. And these are the actual bifurcation of the vacancies. You can see with your particular requisite engineering stream that what is the total number of vacancies and what are the essential qualifications. What are the essential qualifications and what is going to be the procedure. For example, if I take the example of electronics and communication, if you can see the screen properly, for DRDO the total number of vacancies are bifurcated. 135 vacancies are bifurcated as 54 for the unreserved, 13 for the EWS category, 37 plus 4 backlog vacancies for OBC, 20 plus 2 backlog vacancies for SC, and 11 plus 2 backlogs for ST. So total 135 plus 8 backlog vacancies. Similarly, in your respective engineering stream, you can see, for example, one more example I want to take. And there are 3 wings, 3 departments, and respectively you can check what is the criteria for respective department. For example, it is DRDO, it is ADA, and it is DST. So DST, there is no vacancy. You can see for unreserved EWS, OBC, for electronics and communication. And the essential qualification is the first class bachelor's degree in engineering or technology in electronics and communication from a recognized university or equivalent. Applicants must also fulfill one of the following additional requirements, and the additional requirements, it is the valid GATE scorecard. This is the first one, and the second one is minimum 80% aggregate marks in EQ degree It means educational qualification degree if done from an Indian Institute of Technology or the National Institute of Technology. So if you are from IIT or the NIT and you have secured minimum 80% of the aggregate marks, then also you can directly apply for it even if you don't have the valid GATE scorecard. But if you have a valid GATE scorecard and you have got a good rank or the good score, then also you can apply for it. Similarly, for other engineering branches, for example, you can see for the mechanical also. Let me tell you the bifurcation for mechanical. For DRDO, ADA, this has been the bifurcation. Good number of vacancies are there, so you should be very serious for this particular recruitment. Essential qualifications are similar. It should be a BTech degree, first class BTech degree from the mechanical engineering, from a recognized university or equivalent. And one of the requirements you have to fulfill, either you have a valid GATE score or you are from NIT or the IIT and you have secured minimum 80% of the aggregate marks. Is it clear, everybody? Till now everything is clear. Mr. Gojo, are you getting this? So you have two options. Either you have a valid GATE score, okay, or you have your BTech graduate from any of the IITs or the NITs. If one of these criteria you fulfill, then you can apply for this particular recruitment, and you can see what is the we will see what is going to be the selection procedure. So everybody just tell me in the comment section fast, are you able to follow me in this or not? And just quickly hit the like button, share it with your friends and colleagues, because I have seen that number of likes are very less. So just quickly hit the like button and share it among your friends, so that more and more students are going to be benefited, because this is something important. So this is going to be the number of vacancies bifurcated into various categories, for example unreserved and reserved categories. Now I will be taking you towards some of the important details for your respective branch. I think now you can easily follow it. Now some important information I want to share with you. If you are going to appear for this examination, these informations are going to be very critical for you to fill up the online application form. The first one is, candidates who do not have the first class division in educational qualification degree can apply against the vacancies of DST only, Department of Science and Technology, also under the DRDO organization. So those people who are not having the first class or equivalent educational qualification degree, they can only apply in case of DST. So one important information, if you are falling into that category, Mr. Gojo is saying I am from NIT but I have got 76%. So it should be minimum 80%. So I think you must use your GATE scorecard, valid GATE scorecard if you have, and if you don't have, then I think it is not possible for you. Then let me tell you the eligibility for the recruitment to the post. Okay, as I told you already, let me just explain it again, because it is one important criteria you have to fulfill. What are the academic requirements? Academic requirements, there are two parts. Category 1, candidates should have the requisite essential qualification along with a valid GATE qualification. Or category 2 is, candidates should possess the requisite essential qualification from IITs or NITs with minimum aggregate of 80% of marks. The part 2 says candidates should possess the requisite essential qualification along with a valid GATE qualification. This part 1 and part 2 is going to be applicable for different departments. In which department you are going to apply, it will be mentioned in the same table whether you have to follow part 1 or part 2. That is why they have mentioned it separately. What is the age limit? On the closing date of the advertisement, what is the age limit? It is one important criteria. For the unreserved categories or the EWS category, for DRDO it is 28 years, for DST it is 35 years, and for ADA it is 30 years. So be very clear in this age limit. For OBC non-creamy layer it is 31 years for DRDO, 38 years for DST, and 33 years for ADA. For SC and ST candidates, 33 years for DRDO, 40 years for DST, and 35 years for ADA. There is some relaxation also in the upper age limit as per the government rule, but I think most of the candidates, they are not going to fall in this age relaxation criteria. So if anybody is falling in this category, do follow the required criteria and accordingly you can apply. Nationality, obviously it is going to be only Indians can apply in this. Now how you are going to apply? One of the most basic question, how you are going to apply. What you have to do, you have to log into the official website, that is rac.gov.in. Candidates are required to register online at the RAC website and the link is rac.gov.in. Directly you can type or you can follow the DRDO official website also, and it will be navigating you towards the actual web page. On the successful registration, the first thing you have to do is you have to get yourself registered. After the successful registration, the candidates may log in before the closing date of the advertisement to fill up the application form. Online, the candidates are required to upload the requisite certificates. I will tell you, there are some important details, important documents to be uploaded in the online application form, and they are very important so that your online application form is perfect in all manners. Okay. Once you have uploaded the documents, then you will be able to submit the application fee and log the application before the submission date is over. Next is all serving candidates, whether in permanent or temporary capacity, working in the government or in government owned organization, PSUs or the joint ventures and other such government agencies. They need to upload a signed declaration as per the format given on the website that they have already informed in writing to their respective department or the organization that they are going to appear in this particular recruitment drive. So all the candidates who are already in some job, which job? Any of the private, any of the government, semi-government or the government agency, if you are working, then before you apply, you have to get a written declaration from your department or the organization. Mr. Saurabh, are you getting this? I have told you, if you belong to the general category, that is the unreserved category, again I am showing you, you can also visit the same web page. If you are going to apply for the DRDO and if you belong to the unreserved category, the maximum age limit as per the closing date of the online application form is 28 years. So up to that date, if you are over 28 years, you cannot apply simply. Are you getting this? Is it clear? You should be very active in the comment section, then only I can get to know that you are able to follow what I am trying to say. And you should be very energetic, because now very regularly you are getting number of vacancies after a halt of approximately 1.5 or 2 years. But anyways, if you belong to any of the government, semi-government agency, then you must get a written declaration from your department. Candidates should note that in case a communication is received from their employer by the RAC withholding the permission to the candidates applying for the post, their candidature will be liable for cancellation. So if you do not submit this declaration along with your application form, your application is going to be rejected in case of a query submitted by your respective employer. Listen, I will tell you, Mr. Raj, I will tell you, please wait, I will tell you the exact procedure. Next is, candidates are advised to retain a copy of the online recruitment application PDF format after locking the online application form, just for the reference, because when you will appear for the written test and later on for the interview, you must have some reference. That is why you have to save it. Only logged or finalized application in all respects shall be considered. So if you just log in and submit some of the information, upload the documents, give the respective fee, but you don't lock it, you don't complete it in all respect, finally submit it, then your application is not going to be accepted finally. So you have to lock it. Mechanical engineers, please wait. I will come to all these type of discussions later on. Please wait. Okay, let us first understand the procedure, then we will discuss what are the possibilities. Next is points to be considered while filling the application form. Number 1, gate paper and the subject of qualifying degree of the candidates must be as per the discipline wise table. So I will tell you that whatever particular department, scientist grade you are going to apply, in which category you are applying, you must belong to the same engineering stream. It means your BTech graduation should be in the same stream. This is very clear, very simple. The scrutiny of the application will only be done for those candidates who are above the cutoff of GATE score as per the norms of shortlisting. Shortlisting is specified in the advertisement. A wrongly filled GATE score may automatically result in candidates not getting shortlisted for scrutiny purposes only. See, whatever is going to be the cutoff, that is a different. I will tell you the dates also, Dinesh. Please wait. Please have some patience. It is a very basic thing that only those candidates are going to apply who have secured more marks than the minimum qualifying marks. Definitely the final cutoff is going to be very high, but this is a basic condition. Then RAC may be verifying the GATE score of the applicants, and if verification requires any additional information at a later stage apart from the information sought on the application form, the same will be asked from the candidates. It means you must be very careful when you fill up your GATE scorecard in the online application form. You should be very, very careful. Don't take it lightly. Now, let me tell you third part, that is what are the important documents to be uploaded. Okay. Now this is very critical because most of the candidates when they are filling up the online application form, they are going to stuck in this particular stage only. What are the important documents to be uploaded while filling up the application form? Number one, self-attested certificates, testimonials regarding date of birth. So you can write it down if you are writing or making notes. Date of birth, that is the matriculation, high school certificate or birth certificate issued by the appropriate local authority. First thing is your 10th certificate or birth certificate. Then essential qualification degree along with the mark sheets. It means BTech degree and mark sheet all are required. Okay, all year or the semester mark sheet, whatever structure is being followed by your university, you have to take the self-attested copies. Then it is mark sheet, the conversion formula, caste, EWS status, ex-serviceman, disability, employment in central government, civilian post, etc. The maximum file size of each attachment should not exceed 500 KB and it must be legible when a printout is taken. So whatever printout you are going to submit, documents you are going to upload, it should be clear, it should be readable, it should not be clumsy, it should not be distorted one. And the second thing is that whatever size whatever file you are going to upload, the size of the file should be less than 500 KB. So if you are not very efficient in reducing the size or limiting the size, it is better you take help from your friends or the seniors, or better you can go to a cyber cafe. I think you must be this much internet savvy or software, you must be having the information regarding all those softwares so that you can compress the size and you can limit it up to the 500 KB. Candidates are required to submit the relevant affidavit if there is any mismatch in the name of self or parents as mentioned in the application form with any of the certificates of the documents being uploaded. So if you are applying for this recruitment and there is any mismatch in your actual name and the name that is mentioned in any of the document, then you have to submit one affidavit also. For this affidavit, you can take help from any of the advocate near your residential area. You can take the help. Very easily they will get you the affidavit on the same day, but it should be a working day for the court. Okay. Then you should have a recent passport size color photograph and the size should not exceed 30 KB. For the photograph, it should be recent and the size should be less than 30 KB, and the resolution range is also mentioned. It is 110 cross 140 pixels. Is it clear? Then scanned sample of candidate's signature on one white paper with a black pen. You have to put your signature, scan it and upload it. Then we have valid GATE score card applicable only for categories 1 candidates in part 1 discipline and for all candidates in part 2 discipline. So you know that part 1 and part 2, I have already mentioned that table, that in part 1 there are two qualification criteria. One is valid GATE score along with the BTech degree, or If you don't have a valid GATE score but your BTech is from any of the IIT or NIT with minimum 80% marks, then also you can apply. Is it clear? But that is for part 1 only. Then candidates, whether in government service or in government owned organization, should upload a signed declaration. That already I have mentioned, that if you are working in any of the government or the semi-government organization, then you must get a written declaration from your department or the organization that you are going to appear in this recruitment drive, and they have no objection to this application. Next is, what is the application fee and the mode of payment? For the general EWS and the OBS male candidates, the fee is going to be a non-transferable application fee of 100 rupees only, and there is no application fee for SC, ST, PWD and women candidates. So all those people who do not fall in this category, okay, do not get into the depression, because it is just 100 rupees. So I think at least this much dignity and respectable job, at least you can pay 100 rupees. Screening and shortlisting for subjects and disciplines under part 1. Now listen very carefully. For category 1, listen very carefully, the eligible candidates will be shortlisted for a written examination. There will be a separate written examination, and that written examination is going to be of conventional nature, that you see, that is the mains examination. You have to write the answers okay, in the answer booklet you have to write it. It's not objective, it's conventional, and on the basis of GATE score in the ratio of 1:25. So whatever is the number of vacancies multiplied by 25, because 1:25 for one post, they are asking 25 candidates to write this examination. So suppose there are 50 vacancies, so 50 multiplied by 25, that much candidates are going to be called for writing this written examination. Okay. Category 2, all eligible IIT and NIT graduate engineers with minimum 80% aggregate marks in the educational qualification degree will be called for a written examination. It means, so there is no number criteria. For example, for GATE scorecard, obviously there is going to be some screening. So only 1:25. For one seat, one vacancy, 25 people are going to be called. So total how many vacancies are there multiplied by 25, that much candidates only are going to be called for this written test. But if you are from any of the IIT or the NIT and you have secured minimum 80% of the marks, you will get a sure shot admission to the written examination. That is clear. Let us see what is more for the screening or the shortlisting. Now it is important part. Now candidates who appear for the written examination will further be shortlisted for personal interview in the ratio of 1:5. So once you apply for the written examination, you appear in the written examination. After that, for one vacancies, 5 candidates are going to be called for the personal interview on the basis of written examination only. Now what are the subjects or discipline under part 2? For part 2, eligible candidates will be shortlisted for personal interview on the basis of GATE score in the ratio of 1:5, subject to their availability in the order of discipline wise, category wise merit list. It means for part 2, it means for those departments which fall into the category of part 2, they are not supposed to write the written examination. Only those departments and candidates who are applying in those departments which requires part 1 qualification, they have to write the written examination. Is it clear? Now details of the written examination. As I told you already that this written examination is going to be conventional in nature. It is going to be subjective. You have to write the answers like you write on a paper using the pen. And the syllabus of the examination is going to be similar to the engineering services examination mains in the relevant subject or the stream. Is it clear? Are you getting this? Tell me yes or no in the comment section. For all these queries that you are putting right now in the comment section, we can have a separate discussion after completing this procedure, because this is important. Because later on what will happen, you will keep on writing questions and question in the comment section. So better you understand it, okay, in the live session itself. Later on you can ask these type of questions. Now the written examination will be conducted at the DRDO centers in the 7 cities only. You should be very clear in this. Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Kanpur, Kolkata and Pune. Are you getting this? So only these 7 cities are going to be the centers for written examination. The written examination is likely to be held on 16th of October 2022. So you have sufficient time. So if you have prepared well for the GATE examination, you must be having a little bit of command. And if you have prepared well for and you are preparing for engineering services, then also you will be having a better command, so you can go for it. What is the selection procedure? I have already told you. As per the written examination, for part 2, no need of written examination. Directly you will be called for personal interview. Okay, so I think I have already told you the important details. Let me just tell you the important dates. Yes, the important date is, what is the closing date? The online submission closes after 21 days from the link activation. When the link is going to be activated, after 21 days, the application procedure is going to be stopped. Is it clear? Is it clear, everyone? Tell me in the comment section. Are you able to follow this or not? Yes, everyone? And keep on liking the session. Keep on liking the session. So I think we have discussed all the important details. Now if you have any more doubts, you are most welcome to ask me. See, the first thing you have to understand that we can have a separate discussion what is going to be the cutoff, possible cutoff. But I think if you have a good score, it means good score means if you are having a rank within 500, or you can say a little bit above 500, then I think you must apply for it. But what is the exact range, that has to be seen. That has to be seen as per the previous year cutoff or the shortlisting. So we have to check it. We can come up with a separate session for that. I don't have that information, so I cannot answer that if this is your score, then you should apply or not. We can have a separate discussion on that. But one thing is that if you fall any of the 2 criterias and your score is good, not very good, but is still good, your rank is good, because they are calling 1:25 candidates. It means there is a large scope that you can do well in the written part of the examination. Are you getting this? Because they are using GATE as a screening test for the objective test. Yes, just now we have got the notification only when the link is going to be active. Once link is active, after 21 days it is going to be closed. Is it clear? Yes. Are you getting that? Are you getting the methodology or not? Because they are calling 1:25 candidates, so there is a large scope that you can convert your rank or the score if you do well in the written part of the examination and you do well in the personal interview. So you should be filling up this application form if you have a good enough score, good enough rank in the GATE examination. Otherwise, if you are from any of the IITs or NITs, definitely directly you can apply. No problem with that. So this is all from my side. If you have any more doubt, your doubts are most welcome. Please tell me if you have any doubt. Yes, everyone. I'm waiting for your doubts. And once again, I am telling you, please ignore in the starting part. Mistakenly, I have shown you the wrong PDF mistakenly. Please avoid that starting part. I think 3 to 4 minutes. Mr. Samir Singh is asking, sir, I have BTech in production and industrial engineering, but I have given GATE from mechanical engineering and I have a valid GATE score. Am I eligible? See, whatever GATE score you have, GATE score you are using, your BTech should be in the same stream. That was mentioned. This criteria was mentioned. Okay. But Samir, please follow me on my personal Telegram channel on BYJU'S Exam Prep, that is Electrical by Ashutosh Saxena, and keep in touch with me. I will just check it and I will tell you what is the exact status for your particular case. And any of you, if you fall in the same category that your BTech specialization is different and you have appeared with a different discipline in the GATE examination, then what should be done? But as per the criteria we have seen, it is not allowed. Is it clear? So friends, this is all from my side. Thank you so much for joining me live in the discussion. I hope you are going to fill up the online application form soon once the link is going to be activated. Take care of yourself. Best wishes from my side, and any doubts if you have, keep on posting your doubts in the comment section of this video. I will be more than happy to take up your doubts. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Thank you. Thank you everyone.